Okay, really quick guide on Black Panther from Marvel Rivals. So the first thing you need to know about this hero is that his dash is going to be his offensive and defensive tool. So if you happen to go on cooldown with your dash, you need to then prioritize getting out. You could use your E as a movement ability and your wall climbing and double jumping. But you have to wait for those 8 seconds, right, for that dash to come back. This is because you're pretty much a sitting duck. When your dash is down, you can't really attack and you can't really defend yourself. So it's best to wait for it to come back, re-engage, and go from there. Now that that's understood, we need to know his very basic combo, which is going to look something like this. Okay, so what I just did there, right, is going to be a right click into a dash, into a melee, into a right click, into a melee, into a dash, right? Now bear with me really quick. It's a lot simpler than it sounds. When you practice a couple of times, do it at 15 meters, because at 15 meters, it's going to put your crosshair directly at them, and you're going to end up directly at melee distance, right? At 10, you're going to end up a little bit too far, and the combo is really not going to work out too well. So practice the combo at 15 meters. Even if they die, just finish it, doesn't matter. Okay? Once you feel comfortable with that, I'm going to show you a mechanic that was recently discovered so that you can also do this combo at 10 and 5 meters. Okay, so you can actually control the amount you travel, the distance, right, based on how far you look down. The more you look down, the less you travel. So it can be even pretty dramatic, right? So if you look down completely, you barely go, what, maybe 2 meters, 1 meter? Nothing, right? So at 10 meters, you dash through the target, can't do your combo. However, if you look down about here, you end up in melee range again. Okay, that's really important to understand that. Same thing with 5 meters. It's going to be the same idea, but just you're going to look down more. Okay, so take about 15 minutes to understand how much you need to look to travel how far. And once you get an idea of kind of how that works, get over here and practice it on moving targets, which is going to be much more difficult and what's actually going to be happening in game, right? Take all sorts of angles, whether it's them going away from you, coming at you, whether you're at an off angle slanted, coming from above, which is very common for Black Panther. Yeah, so just practice that until you're able to pretty much consistently end up at melee range, which I did miss that melee in there, I think. However, just do that constantly, practice, right? You should also know that that's not going to always kill people. You know, there's going to be people with more HP or defensive abilities like shields, healers, all sorts of stuff, right? So this combo might not be enough. So you still have your E, which is going to give you another dash, okay? So if you know that that last attack isn't going to kill them, you should use the mechanic that you learned earlier with the distancing to kind of position yourself a little closer so that your E can also land, right? And so what I mean by this is calling this beefier bot so that he can survive our combo. Right? So what I did there was at the very end of our regular combo right here, right? At the very end of this one, I looked down and I didn't dash very far, right? That way I can follow up with my E and actually land it and come back at him again. Okay. So that's this very basic guide. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, just let me know. And thanks for watching.